Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Sanobar Sultan, and today we will be discussing a very important topic that pertains to our younger generation as well as the working generation, the one who work in a workplace, in offices as well. So I'm talking about bullying. Bullying is something that has long lasting effects on the victim. These can include chronic depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, self-harm, and among others. So it is high time that we discuss this topic and bring it to the limelight so that our children who experience it in schools, in campuses, and adults even at the organizational level can be somehow this bullying can be mitigated. So to understand bullying, first of all, we need to know what are the types of bullying, which I will be discussing first, and then I will be discussing some solutions that we can come up with. So first of all, the major heads of bullying can be divided into 4 types of bullying. The first type of bullying is physical bullying, which is when somebody actually crosses the threshold of your physical space. Somebody crosses that, somebody hits you, somebody pinches you, somebody causes harm to your personal property. That is also physical bullying. The second type is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is when somebody insults you in public, somebody is teasing you continuously in public, somebody is intimidating you, somebody is hurling abuses at you. These are all forms of verbal bullying. The third bullying, and in my opinion the more common bullying, is social bullying, especially in today's day and age, and this pertains to children as well as young adults. Now social bullying is when you harm somebody's reputation in public. So you can do this in front of them or you can do it behind their back as well, and you lie about them, you spread rumors about them, you spread gossip about them. The bully, they spread embarrassing details about their personal life or humiliate them in public. These are all types of social bullying, and in my opinion are more common, and it happens in adults, among adults, even at organizational level in workplace. Now the fourth type is cyberbullying. Now this is a more recent term because it pertains to the internet. So since the internet has come, there have been several problems with it that have come, the cons that have come with the internet. And according to UNICEF, cyberbullying can be examined under 3 points, or delineated into 3 points. The first is that when you spread lies about somebody on the social media, you post embarrassing photos of them, you post embarrassing videos of them, something that the victim would find embarrassing, that constitutes cyberbullying. The second aspect of cyberbullying, according to UNICEF, is when you send hurtful messages to somebody, when you abuse somebody, when you send threatening messages to somebody. These are all forms of cyberbullying. And the key to note is that sometimes people say, oh, it's just a joke, take it as a joke. But sometimes the joke is, you're not part of the joke, whereas you are being laughed at. So what I'm trying to say is that people are not laughing with you, rather they are laughing at you. That is when you know that they have crossed a line, and that's hurtful. The third aspect of cyberbullying is when somebody impersonates someone else, and they send threatening messages or embarrassing messages to the list of friends on Facebook or on Instagram or anybody in their contact list. So these were the 4 major heads of bullying which I could come up with. And now we will come to the solutions aspect. What can we do? Now I would give you 10 solutions. The first 2 are if you are a parent and you think your child is being bullied or is prone to being bullied. So the first 2 points pertain to children, the rest is how to handle the bullies. Now the first thing is, if you are an adult and you think that a child is prone to bullying, so the first thing that you need to do is learn how to communicate with a child. Now how can you communicate with a child is that you should be able to have that kind of comfort level that you can ask the child that how did they spend their day, who did they spend their break time with, who is their favorite teacher, who do they play with, who are they most comfortable with in school. You know, ask them about their day generally, who are their friends. You know, these kind of questions make it easier for you to have a relationship with the child, and then the child will be more open to telling you if they are being bullied at school by somebody. The second thing is, and also the important thing is to teach the children about bullying. Teach them about these 4 forms of bullying and tell them that if anybody is bullying you or treating you in this way, then they have to be dealt with accordingly, and that you will take care of them. So let them know that. Now these were the 2 points that I have told you. If you are in an adult position, in a senior position, and you think a child is in trouble or could be in trouble. Now the third aspect is what to do if you are being bullied. Now if you are being bullied, the trick is, the first thing to do is to ignore the bully, because they want nothing more than to get a reaction out of you. So the more that you react, the more that will entice them to do more and to bully more children, bully more people. So ignore them and simply walk away, if that is possible. If of course that is verbal bullying. If it is verbal bullying, then simply ignore them and walk away. The fourth thing is to be assertive and not aggressive with the bully. Because when you are aggressive, when you react aggressively to verbal bullying, for example, then it is found to be counterproductive. So it's better to be assertive and not aggressive. Assertively tell the bully that, confidently, assertively tell them to stop bullying, that you will take an action against them if it is required. So assertively tell them, not aggressively. The fifth point is, do not hang out alone, because these bullies usually prey on social loners, you know, those ones who are alone, who are socially excluded. So make a friend, or make sure that even if you have one friend, that friend remains with you, especially around the bullies. So do not be alone, try not to be alone. The sixth point is, avoid going to places where you know these bullies will be. So, you know, if you know there's a special spot that these bullies like to hang out on, there is no hangout, there is no need for you to actually go there and make yourself prey to these predators. So simply, if you know where they are and where they like to go, then avoid going to such places. The seventh point is, ask for help. You know, there's no shame in saying that I need help, and especially if you are being bullied, then do not feel as if, you know, embarrassed about it, that why am I being bullied, and people might make fun of me if I ask for help. But the truth is that bullying is very dangerous. What if the verbal bullying leads to physical bullying? Then what will you do? So somebody needs to intervene in it, and to intervene you need to ask for help from any adult, from any friend, from any colleague, from family, anybody. The eighth point is to report it. Report the bullying. If, for example, it's happening at organizational level, if it is happening in your workplace, there is social bullying going on, somebody is spreading malicious rumors about you, gossip about you, hurtful things about you, then you must report it either to the, for example, if it is, there's a Cybercrime Act as well, if somebody is spreading malicious rumors about you online. There is a Workplace Harassment Act as well. There are ombudsmen as well, where you can go and report these things, and let the bullies know that you will not be silenced by them, but rather report it, so that it acts as a deterrence for future bullies as well. The ninth point to the solution is have a support system, have family, friends, let them know what you're going through and let them support you. I'm sure they can help you, if not logistically, then at least emotionally. They can counsel you, they can help you, they can uh, take you out of depression if you're in it, take you out of anxiety if you're in it, take you out of low self-esteem and tell you that you're not worthless, you have self-esteem, you are unique in your own way. So they will tell you these things so that you can better equip yourself to handle these bullies or to ignore these bullies, as they say it. And lastly, the thing is therapy. If you are a victim of bullying or have been a victim of bullying, then there is no shame in going to therapy. Because, like I said, bullying can have long lasting effects on children as well as adults much later into the life. Be it chronic depression, low self esteem, anxiety, self harm, among other things. So, if you can get therapy and you can afford therapy or you are willing to be in therapy, then go through it. I'm sure that will help as well. So these were among the major heads of solutions of bullying. I hope that we all can play a part in mitigating this curse on children and adults as well, in campuses, at organizational level, at the social media level. I hope we all become a little more considerate to others and lead to a positive output on the planet rather than creating a negative vibe around us. So that was the video for today. If you like what I have to say and if you want to see more of my videos, do subscribe to my channel, Sanoba's World, and I shall see you all next week, dear audience. Bye bye.